Good morning. I'm out doing my walk. I haven't even had my coffee yet, so sort of forewarn you. I get a lot of my friends and family are following my health journey and my business journey on here, so I wanted to do this video to give you some updates. So I started seeing a Rolfer. I don't know if you know, but when I got back from Mexico, while I was in Mexico, I was in pretty bad shape. I had a lot of inflammation from eating just normal food that most people can eat apparently without a problem, except for me. And or maybe I just noticed the problem. I don't know. I feel like my body is sensitive. I'm sensitive, which is great for business, but not great for eating all you want to eat everywhere you go. So I was having that issue in Mexico, and when I got back, and then Thanksgiving was the last day that I ate any junk. Oh my gosh, there's people. Okay, let me go the other way. People doing lawn care. So the day after Thanksgiving, I was like, okay, I'm going on my food plan, gonna take care of myself 100%, make it priority, and I started doing things that work for me, which is, no sugar, no flour. I even added no dairy, completely cut out any alcohol, and my body started, detoxing, or the inflammation started going down. And I lost 12 pounds basically in 2 weeks of just the water weight. And so normally what I had been doing the past few years since I had lost weight was I would eat like a 90 to 95% adherence to eating healthy, was healthy for me. And then, I would indulge a couple times a month maybe. And then during the holidays, I would just eat whatever I wanted between Halloween and Christmas, and I was fine. But this year I tried something different, and I was out of ketosis and not doing well already when Halloween came. So that's the story about that. It's like things go in cycles, right? So honor the cycle. Now I tried something different. It gave me some good contrast that's not what I want to do, because I was eating off my plan and not good for me for long enough that it really impacted my body. So back on it. I'm gonna probably go off it for this weekend for all the parties, and then go back on until New Year's Eve or whatever. So I also went to see a doctor. Actually got in right away magically with a surgeon, and he said he thinks I have severe tendonitis in my hip and inflamed psoas. And he was saying that he wanted to refer me to a pain doctor and for me to get shots, cortisol, whatever that is, in my psoas, and that it was going to be really painful with these really big shots, and that it was going to be like they were going to have to use, good morning, an ultrasound to guide the needle so that it wouldn't hit any internal organs. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's not good. So I had also been suggested by a couple of friends to see a Rolfer. So Rolfing is R-O-L-F. Rolfing is a kind of a massage modality where it's also known as structural integration, and they just work really, really deep with the connective tissue, with the fascia. which I'm familiar with from my sexological body work. So I get what he's doing. I know what's happening. And whew, boy, is it painful. I've had 3 sessions with him, and my range of motion is like huge compared to what it was. It's like getting so much better. It's just a lot of pain, and it's just like, fuck, man. Well, I guess if I'm gonna have pain from being sick or pain from healing, I'll pick the pain from healing. But it's hard. It's hard. And it's even like this walk right now. I'm out here in the morning, bundled up, but I know that this is the time of day that I can do it, because you know, a lot of times I'll think, oh, I'll do my walk later in the day, but then I start getting momentum, or I get into the moment, or something unexpected happens and I don't have the time, you know. So hence just being surrendered. I just was like, you know what, if I open the curtains and there's sunshine outside, I'm gonna get bundled up and go outside, because I think the rain is just like one of those things I didn't want to deal with. So let's talk about integration. I know that's a long introduction, but I wanted to give everybody an update. You know, I'm gonna keep seeing the Rolfer, and you know, he said I asked him yesterday if he ever sees somebody twice a week, and he said, well, that he had, but that usually people who see him twice a week, they want to go back to once a week, because it's just so intense and your body is doing so much, and it's like that. And I think we forget about integration. You know, when you make a change, it affects everything else. Nothing happens in a vacuum, right? It's like you start, let's say you start simple with just massaging your butthole every day in the shower, and just connecting to your pleasure that way, and your anal area that way. Well, then, you know, that's going to change the way the whole shower feels. It's going to possibly change your whole attitude about your whole day. And, you know, it's like, then it's going to have some effect whenever you do have sexy time, whether partnered or solo, because you're going to be in touch and aware of your butthole, and you're going to know if it's going to want some more touch. And so it's like, oh, okay, butthole. You know, so that's the kind of thing I'm talking about. You know, I sat down today to put on my shoes, and I have, like, it almost feels like a pulled muscle by my tailbone. And I'm sure that's just integration from the Rolfing. But you know, on the other note, last Friday, I took time with myself for a self-pleasure session that was so epic and amazing. But then the next time I had sex with my lover, I was just like, oh my gosh, I was able to open up those parts of me that I found during solo play to my partner, and have the pleasure come from more places than was available before. So, you know, when you have these big experiences, they need to integrate into your life and into your practice. So, you know, this is part of what I'll be talking about. I have a big event. Hopefully it'll be a big event. I just posted it yesterday and the last couple days, on the 26th, where we're going to be doing some, you know, evaluating 2021 shadow work. I don't know. I'll talk more about it in another video, because I want to make it a targeted video about that one. But it's like I had to do a lot of work on myself to even be willing and able to put out a big event like that on the day after Christmas. And have it be hybrid and know it could still fail. And here I'm going to be promoting it for 2 weeks or a week and a half now left. And it's like, what did I do to get there? Well, I had to integrate a bunch of hard shit that I did and really learn to love all of it and accept all of it and be okay with all of it. And you know, I was talking with a friend, and it's like, well, you know that saying, I'm here for a good time, not a long time. I'm like, I hate that saying, because there's a lot of things that are good, but they might not feel good. Now, I like feeling good. Like, it's my number one priority is to feel good. But I don't think, I think the definition of feeling good has to be including the hard things and the challenges. And you have to learn how to feel good even when you're doing something that doesn't feel good, but for other reasons, if that makes sense. Good morning. So I'll be talking more about that in another video that I make about the event. And what else? I don't know. I just know, take it one day at a time. I'm grateful my pain is decreased a little bit. Grateful to be walking and exercising and having things to look forward to, even here in the end of the year. Yes, we're getting close to the landscaping again. I have to turn around. Yeah, if you have something that you've done that has been hard, I'd love to hear about it, how it helped you ultimately, because the more you recognize that cycle of doing something that's hard and letting it help you by integrating it into your way of life, you know, the more you pay attention to that and recognize that cycle, just like I was saying with my weight loss journey, the more you have the willingness and the excitement to do it again and again and again. All right, make it a sexy day.